I just want to tell y'all, pushing and judging somebody to try to change ain't going to help them to change. It ain't going to make them change. That's why God said, tell people about him. Give your testimonies. Let people know who God has been in your life. You don't have to judge or put somebody down for what they doing because you don't agree with it, because you feel like that ain't God in them. That's not your job. Your job is to tell the goodness of God. Your job is to tell them about who God is. Let them find God on their own and let God change them from the inside. Because remember, just how God worked with you when you didn't have God in your life, he could do the same for the next. Because if you're going to dig one ditch, you might as well dig two. Because ain't none of us perfect, and we all fall short of the glory of the Lord. And we all sin at least once a day probably. And we don't even know it. Not saying that we're not trying to sin, but we could just by doing daily things. I don't care what nobody say. No sin is greater than the other. A sin is a sin. Know that. Remember, because lying is a sin. Gluttony is a sin. Cheating is a sin. Adultery is a sin. Hating on others is a sin. Talking about others is a sin. When you gossip, you're sinning. I mean, there's a whole lot of sins that we do, and we do on a daily basis, that we feel like it's not as bad as something else. But guess what? Sin is sin. So stop it, because what you're doing is you making it worse. You pulling them further away from God, because they looking at you like a person that's with God. And if everybody thinks like you and move like you that's with God, why would they want to be with God? So remember, blessed are the pure in heart. They shall see God. The pure in heart. So if you're going to move for God, move like God wants you to move, not how you want to move. Because I was one of those people that was blind for so long, I'm not one of those people that like to judge people. I only will tell you what God has done for me, and that's all I can do. And let you choose on what your next moves are. Y'all be blessed. And stop pushing people further away from God. That's not the goal. Again, be blessed.